Good morning everyone, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, very dark outside. My colleague Tony is going to be taking me out into the forest this morning, blindfolded, so we've got the blindfold look. Right, moment of truth. Tony's dropped me off somewhere in the New Forest. Oh, right, okay. We are well and truly lost out here somewhere in the New Forest now because it was so dark I couldn't actually see where I was and I was just headed north. The point where I was dropped off is in that direction somewhere, about 20 minutes walk. Now obviously if you're lost and you come across a road, don't leave the road. Follow the road because generally someone will come along it, but this is an exercise about getting lost. So I've deliberately gone out into the forest not knowing where I'm going, just so that we can actually practice being lost and then relocate ourselves on the map. I think we're still headed in the right direction. Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. That's a gravel track, which is my first indication of where I might possibly be on the map. So I'm going to have a good look at this and see if we can locate where we are. Happy days. Right, I thought I'd stop off here for a 5-minute break. Been walking for about an hour now, so you know, I deserve a little break. So I thought I'd kind of point out a couple of good things to bear in mind when you are lost. Number one, always make sure you have your compass with you when you go hiking, otherwise you'll end up kind of lost for good. But if you do find yourself lost, first thing to remember after your compass is don't panic, simple as that. If you start to panic, then your thoughts aren't clear and you can just make the situation worse, mentally and physically. Secondly, try and get some sort of orientation, at least know where north is. Pick a direction where you think that civilization will be based on your location. You should have some sort of idea. If you left your campsite in the morning and you headed north, then you want to be heading south. If you pass a town to wherever it is that you're going, then you should have some sort of general idea as to where you're going. Once you got yourself oriented and you kind of have a general direction to head in, keep heading until you find a path or a gravel track. When you find that, we know the gravel tracks lead somewhere because it got me out of the deep dung the other night. So follow that track along until you find civilization or a road. If you hit a road, don't walk away from it, walk along it. Because roads are generally used by cars, which means that sooner or later someone's bound to come along. If no one does come along, they lead somewhere. So if they lead somewhere, then that's going to be civilization. There's bound to be someone there or some sort of facilities that you can use. Don't do what I did this morning, walk away from the road and try and get even more lost than you actually were to start with. I mean, I have absolutely no idea where I am. I found this gravel track located where I thought it was on the map. So I kind of thought I knew my position. I've walked along a bit further where I was expecting a junction or something like that, and wow, I don't know if you can see, no junction whatsoever. It just keeps going in that direction, so I'm just going to keep following it until I find the next junction, and then I'm going to have another look at the map see if I can find out where I am from that, and just keep doing that until I can find my way back to civilization. So that's the plan for today. I better get a move on, I suppose. Okay, well, we've got some good news. I've actually found myself on the map, which is brilliant. There's the main path down here. We've also got a sort of track thing down that way. We've also got another sort of track thing down the other way. Now I managed to locate that on the map, which is kind of here somewhere. So now I know where I am. Didn't panic. I should be able to find my way back from here. So game on. Well, I really can't see the wood for the trees now. I think I'm still going in the right direction, but we've come across this Christmas tree forest. It's very nice for this time of the year, what with Christmas coming up and all. Okay, right, we've just come out of the woods. I think I'm still going in the right direction. Like I said, don't panic, that's the main priority, because eventually we're bound to find something. Now, if you do tend to find yourself getting lost out in the woods, making a fire at night is pretty important. Now, what we've been lucky enough to stumble on here is what can only be classed as a woodsman's paradise, because we got lots of this, which makes excellent kindling and tinder. So you kind of make a bird's nest out of this, and that'll catch a spark quite easy. It's very dry, as you can kind of hear there. We've got lots of fern and bracken around us as well, and I'm sure if I looked around I'll be able to find some wood. So yeah, look out for this stuff when you're out in the wild and you do get lost, because this will save your life. Now I'm going to put some of this in my backpack to make sure it stays dry, just in case I don't find my way out of here tonight. Right, now what I've done here is really quite stupid actually, and I would not recommend it to anyone, but I like an adventure. So I've gone off track purposefully. I could have just followed the track along, but where would be the fun in that? Now I've headed straight into the forest at the end of that track there. I'm now following my compass north. Now when you try and orient yourself in the forest, pick something that you can see in the distance. Now I've actually found like a pile of wood, and now I'm heading directly for that. Somewhere in between me and that way is a stream, so I'm hoping to find the stream. Once I find the stream, carry on a bit further north and I should come across another track. So we're going off-road. Don't recommend this in any circumstance, and it's not something that I would be doing when I was up in Scotland, but yeah, this is a new forest. Can't really get that lost out here, but it's a bit of an adventure, isn't it? It's a bit of excitement, so let's keep going. Right, okay, now good example of why you shouldn't leave the path is because I'm actually lost again. Now I thought maybe that I should be heading down a track a bit further down there, because I thought I knew where I was on the map, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I thought I'd walk along a little bit further, and that's paid off, because if you can just see behind me here somewhere, there you go, that's the path I need. So if I'd have carried on the way I was going, I'd have got even more lost than I did. I didn't, I stopped, I didn't panic. Went and had a look at the lay of the land, and I've now found the path I'm supposed to be on, so come on, let's go.